Paul O'Grady's cause of death has been confirmed, after he died at his Kent home on March 28. The 67-year-old's death certificate reveals that he died from sudden cardiac arrhythmia. This was linked to the entertainer's ischemic heart disease. According to the British Heart Foundation, sudden arrhythmic death syndrome, or SADS, is when someone dies suddenly following a cardiac arrest and no obvious cause can be found. A cardiac arrest is when your heart suddenly stops pumping blood around your body. This stops you breathing and starves your brain of oxygen. It affects around 500 people in the UK every year. According to the document, this was brought on by Paul's coronary heart disease. This happens when arteries are narrowed, and less blood and oxygen can reach the heart muscle. The certificate, obtained by The Express, showed longtime friend and former PA and agent, Joan Marchion's, registered the entertainer's death 6 days after he died at home. Don't miss. Strictly's Jamie Laing proudly marries Sophie Habbu in Chelsea. Latest, Sam Smith show blasted as satanic and sexual as star strips to thong, row. Matt Baker inundated with support as he shares sad loss on farm, RIP. She is also secretary for his Buster Productions TV company. Paul's husband Andre Portasio paid tribute to Joan after his death, praising her as a great woman. Taking to Instagram on April 2, the former professional ballerina wrote, "Behind every great man there is always a great woman." Today is Joan Marchion's 70th birthday, the woman that for 27 years has been a pillar of trust, commitment, dedication and unconditional love in Paul O'Grady's life. Andre continued, "Please help me cheer the person that made everything happen behind the scenes." Leading up to his sudden death, Paul had been throwing himself into work as much as ever, worrying those close to him. He was known to have suffered a series of health issues in the years before his death, including several heart attacks and a serious COVID infection. Close friend of 40 years, Christopher Biggins, previously told the Mirror Paul was like a teenager as far as his health was concerned. He didn't listen. The 74-year-old recalled to The Sun, "About 15 years ago we were staying with Scylla in Spain. Paul had his heart problems already and had been told not to smoke or indulge in alcohol too much. She told me to go upstairs and tell him to stop. I felt like the matron from the Carry On films when I went into his bedroom and said, 'Paul, you're smoking.' He looked at me and said, 'No, I'm not.'" Christopher added, "I know for a fact he was still smoking last week. What a wonderful way to go, peacefully in your sleep." This week saw the final series of Paul O'Grady's For the Love of Dogs air on ITV, with the channel paying tribute to the late presenter. The first episode aired just weeks after his death, and as the credits rolled in silence, ITV viewers were left in tears.